Today we're going to talk about pulling techniques that are necessary in the offensive line play. The first pull we're going to talk about is what we call a skip pull in the power play. And what we want the guard to do, a couple things to be able to be accomplished here. Number one, our footwork. We want to step with the opposite foot that we're pulling with. We're going to skip pull, drop step with that foot to the midline of the guard, and then we're going to slide our inside foot, and we're going to end up so our hips and shoulders are pointed north and south. In the power play, it's so important that our guard does not end up drifting out here for his target, which is the middle linebacker or the Mike linebacker. So this skip pull technique will allow the guard to get in the proper position, but more importantly, as he's moving, his hips and shoulders are going downhill at the line of scrimmage. So we're going to work a drill right now and try to emphasize the techniques of the skip pull. We'll get one line right out there, guys. Okay. Now, a couple other parts to the skip pull that are really important. Again, when we pull to the right, we're moving the back foot, which is the left foot. If we were pulling to the left, obviously it'd be the opposite foot. That's one part of the technique that we want to emphasize. Secondly, as we start to pull, we want our eyes up and we want to find the target, the Mike linebacker. So as Coach McNally was talking about eyes, it's really important that the puller, as he skip pulls, he finds his target, which is the Mike linebacker. At the same time, we want good arm swing to get our feet moving as we go through the pull. Now we're downhill. Most coaches sometimes talk about the power play, and they think the power play is an off-tackle play. We emphasize the play hitting the front side A-gap. So it is not a wide run play, it is a vertical run play. So the puller has to understand that as he skip pulls here, he's downhill right away. So we're going to get our first puller here. Well, let's get Sam, you go first, okay? Okay. And again, we don't want to give away the pull. We want to have a good stance, and we want to be balanced. And you can see his shoulders are vertical, his hips are vertical. Sam's going to move that back leg first. He's going to never cross the midline. He's going to step right to the midline as he starts his pull. And right away, we're going to emphasize getting his arms going like motors, like he's downhill. Here we go. On the set, Sam. Sit. Downhill. There you go. Good. As you can see, the beauty of the skip pull, Sam never what I call drifted. When you open up your hips sometimes and you start to pull on the conventional pull, you end up drifting way out here. We don't want our puller drifting outside of the A-gap box area. We want him downhill. Whether we're deuce blocking or tray blocking, it's still a downhill play for the back and the backside puller. Okay, let's try it, Chris. Now, Chris has never done this technique, so it's new to him. But we'll get him through this, okay? Think about your weight's going to be on the inside foot because you're going to drop that foot right to the midline. Here we go. Sit. Good. There you go. Good. Now, that was really good by Chris for the first time. The only thing I would say, Chris, once you start the drop step with that back foot, get those arms going. Let's get our arms going so that our feet are moving, okay? Come on, Dash. Let's try it. Okay. Here we go, Dash. You're going to be an athlete now. Okay, think about your weight on this foot because your back foot's the one that's going to start to skip pull. Okay, keep that chest down. Here we go, on the set. Sit! Here we go, come on, get going. Good, not bad. Let's try it again. One thing again, I would say for you, Sam, and when you're talking to Chris, the other part to the technique of the pull, besides our footwork, which we're doing a nice job with, is our upper body. Our pullers have got to get, and they got to swing from the shoulders. Oftentimes, our runners tend to do that. We don't want to do that. We want to swing from the shoulders like we have hinges, okay? It's as if Sam had a pegboard there, and he's going to pull the peg down, and he's going to pull the peg down there. And that'll keep our feet moving. That'll get our big men with their feet moving 100 miles an hour, which is what we want on a pull. Here we go, on the set. Sit! Get those, there you go. Now you can see that he was going downhill 100 miles an hour. And on the power play, we're telling that puller, hey, when in doubt, push the pile if you can't get to the Mike linebacker. If there is, obviously we want him to find a crease. So when he gets downhill toward the line of scrimmage, we want him to find a crease. Again, if that linebacker plays it poorly and scrapes way out there, obviously we'll block him out there. But most linebackers are going to scrape tight. That's why we want the skip pull tight. Okay, here we go, Chris. Here we go. Sit. There you go, downhill. Good, good. There you go. Let's go, dash. That's really good, Chris, for never doing it. Here we go. Sit. Come on, get out of there, get out of there. Okay, not bad, not bad.